What's good, everybody? It's your boy Zedow here. I'm sorry my voice sounds like I'm dying or whatever. I'm actually a tad bit sick, but that's normal. Mostly because it's a change of season. It happens every year, so I should be fine. I want to do a quick video about oh, no, I want to do a video about Dragon Ball Super. This will be episode 2 of Dragon Ball discussions. This one's going towards the whole next episode of Dragon Ball Super where we see the fusion. Um, Actually, no. I'm gonna say that for another time. This one's going towards why the Dragon Ball hate. So, alright. A few days ago or so, I came across a post at of people complaining about Dragon Ball Z. Most people complaining about the reuse of animations, the lack of character development. Although I'm not still seeing that. I've been watching Dragon Ball for a long time. Dragon Ball Z, the now non-canon GT, the movies, and now I'm watching Super. And I played. I'm not gonna say every Dragon Ball game that came out because there's a lot of them I didn't know that came out. But I played a lot of them. Most of the ones that got a lot of attention, like Legacy Goku 1 and 2, the Budokai series, the Tenkaichi Budokai series, Raging Blast 2, the God Awful Ultimate Tenkaichi, Xenoverse 1 and 2, and Battle of Z. That game could be good, but it was anyway, but yeah, like I've heard a lot of people complain about, and yes, I am excited for Dragon Ball FighterZ when it comes out. I want to get that game, I really do. But I know a lot of people complain about Dragon Ball Z, and my thing is this: as far as the reuse of animation, you gotta remember this is a weekly shonen, so they gotta try and push out content week after week after week. And I think it's one of the problems I actually do have with shonen animes is when you try to make them come out week after week after week, and week after week after week, and like a good. And I was actually talking to somebody about this, a coworker of mine. A good like 5-10 minutes is exposition before you get to the actual fighting, as well as a previous from last episode and the opening. Yeah, it can get kind of annoying. And I agree with him too. Like as a Dragon Ball fan, I sit there week after week waiting for a new episode. The opening is fire, so we gotta keep the opening. Previous, I understand why to keep previous, mostly because of the fact that mostly because of the fact that a lot of people missed it. Man, missed last week's episode, and that's fine. But then you get into the show itself. It's like exposition. There's some filler too, but then you get to but then like the action is really good. The one thing is this conversation popped up because I've seen people complain about Dragon Ball Super a lot of times, but this conversation popped up from due to last week's episode. People complaining about the reused animation between Goku and Kaflaya. I can't say her name for shit, but her, yeah, Goku and her. Um, and the thing about those, like, you can't really complain about that because they're the same two fighters. They fought before in the tournament power, except this time the circumstances are different. Goku is still not in a good enough state because this fight with Jiren, while while C Note, I'm gonna call it C Note for now. While C Note is it got all her stamina back and is in Super Saiyan 2. Okay. But and then Kale joins in, which you end up seeing different fight scenes. Which I gotta say, I'm not gonna lie, but for Goku being deep power, he held his own against both of them for the most part. He even got a chance to go Super Saiyan 3. That was actually that was cool. I hadn't seen Super Saiyan 3 since the beginning of Dragon Ball Super. Now, beginning of Dragon Ball Super, yeah, you can complain about the animation because the animation did not look good compared to the movie. I will admit that the first arc of Dragon Ball Super, which is the Battle of God arc, that did not look good. It did not look good compared to the movie. It did not. So I'll give credit. So complaints acknowledged, and they fixed it. Yeah, they fixed it. As every episode moved on and on, they fixed the animation and whatnot, and it looks cool too. Another complaint. This one's actually a more legit complaint than the ones I seen on the post. Was a coworker same coworker I was talking to was complaining about the fact that the episode is like 25 minutes long, if not less, and less. And I understand why they do that because live is commercials. Because no, you put them on Crunchyroll, and you put them on Crunchyroll, you get ads and everything. It still feels a bit short sighted. I still feel it still feels like, come on, man, like come on, man, like we want to see more. We want to see more of these fights. We want to see more of the crazy nonsense that's gonna happen. It's an over the top fighting anime, which is something there's nothing that people seem to realize. Dragon Ball Z is an over the top fighting anime amongst others, and on top of that, it's a predecessor to many of people's favorite anime. Like, look at this way. It's a predecessor to Naruto, since he admitted that that Dragon Ball Z was a reason that Naruto came to existence. I can't say Bleach because Bleach got a lot of inspiration from Yu Yu Hakusho, which again is another anime series that I will talk about sometime later on in the future. I definitely want to talk about that because that is one of my, besides Dragon Ball, that is one of my favorite all time animes. Wish you had more seasons a bit longer, but I digress. We're talking about Dragon Ball right now. Um, yeah, Dragon Ball Z is over top fighting anime, and on top of that, they got One Punch Man. One Punch Man is a parody of the over the top anime cliches with the overpowered main character. But he's relatable because it's the fact that he's bored. He's bored with his overpowerness. He wants to fight someone that can give him a challenge, but he's bored. It's something. Now, and I've seen many people make this Goku versus Saitama, Goku versus Superman, Superman versus Saitama fight thing. And look, I wouldn't mind seeing a triple threat match between those three, but I feel as though it has to be done right. You have to put all the powers in consideration, and you can't put every Superman into one being because Superman was split into different universes for a reason. That's a reason why there's a Superman Prime or Superboy Prime and a Superman. This is freaking stupid. Let me get back to my original content. No original point. By Dragon Ball Z being the overtop anime, you can't really complain. You can look. Put it this way: if Dragon Ball Z isn't your thing, like if you grew up with Dragon Ball Z, but then you feel as though like it's not as good anymore, that's fine. I've heard a lot of people talk about that. And yes, as people get older, you start pointing out plot holes in shows like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, Bleach, Sailor Moon even. And I like how someone pointed out that Sailor Moon can beat beat every character in Dragon Ball Z. First and foremost, you gotta remember Sailor Moon was overpowered. I'm not gonna lie, and that attacks were long-winded too. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna heat some for that. Pretty sure I'm going to get some heat for that, but I'll worry about that later. But yeah, like we're not talking about who can beat who and blah 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 and everything. I'm talking about the fact that it seems like people just hate Dragon Ball Z just because it's popular or just to hate it. And that's kind of a shame because Dragon Ball Z is a really good show. Dragon Ball Super. Look, Dragon Ball Super is not going to be Dragon Ball Super is a continuation of Dragon Ball Z. And as fans, we expect it to be on par, if not better, than Dragon Ball Z. And here's the thing, so far it's on par. With it, like one of the best arcs I've seen thus far right now is the Tournament Power arc. It was a Google Black arc, but right now it's a Tournament Power arc. It's doing well with some fillers, but I digress. But you can't expect something like this to. Yes, back to reuse animation. Yes, Dragon Ball Z did reuse animation. You know what else reuse animation? Sailor freaking Moon. Every time they transformed, reuse animation. Every time they did an attack, reuse animation. So it was a weekly show, people. A weekly show. Get that through your heads. Weekly shows tend to reuse animation. Why? They're trying to cut down how much money they end up using. Ay. some reason, people don't understand that. But again, I'm going all over the place, but I'm still focused on the main thing, which is the hate on Dragon Ball. But it's like I don't get it. Like people just hate Dragon Ball to be hating Dragon Ball, and then a lot of complaints they had can be debunked or explained. So it, so you can still hate Dragon Ball for those reasons. I'm not saying you can't. It's just to me, it's just to me. I need a more concrete reason on why you hate Dragon Ball, and I need a legit reason. But that's just me. That's just my personal thing. If I can sit there and debunk or counteract all your arguments, then at that point to me you have no argument on the Dragon Ball hate, and you got come up, and most people try to come up better. And see, like for example, I had an argument some time ago of why I think Ichigo is a better character than Inuyasha. We had it back and forth though. Back and forth though, counteracting each other's arguments though. But eventually we just said no, we just agree, disagree. It's the same with Dragon Ball. You don't have to like Dragon Ball. That's fine. But consider the fact that not only Dragon Ball is the number one shonen in Funimation's repertoire, it has some really good games. Some were lackluster, some complete trash. Ultimate Takaichi. And right now, it's producing a show that people are waiting to see. And then on top of that, I hear there's 3 movies coming out. I can't wait personally, cause I want to see how they're gonna do this. I'm excited to see a Super Saiyan Gogeta, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. Since they don't make him canon. Sorry, everybody. But I digress. Other than that though, just I I may do another video on this sometime in the future, but until then, I think I'm done for right now. Anyway, leave your thoughts and comments down below. If you like this video, hit the like button, I guess. Hit the like button. And follow me for more information. I'll leave all the links to the Ether page as well as my fan page down, the links down below. Other than that, I'm your boy Zedow. Till next time, later days. Peace out.